Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Witchy Sister. Today, I'm going to be talking about a book. So, get comfortable, get yourself a glass of tea, and for those of you who are at work or watching me somewhere else where you can't have tea, don't worry, I poured you some. There you go. You enjoy that tea. The tea I'm drinking, in case you're wondering, is pomegranate blueberry tea. Or, it's green tea. I'm gonna let that steep for a little bit. And I love this little wooden cup. The book I'm gonna talk about today is The Intuitive Witch: How to Use Intuition to Elevate Your Craft. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this book today is because I spent my first year as a new witch. Now remember, I'm still a baby witch. Reading and learning about the craft. I read a lot of beginner books, but this one came in my Witches Essentials box from the Witches box. And I'm so glad that she sent this to us because this book is amazing. Especially for someone like me who has not put a label on their craft. I don't have one. I just don't feel that I need one at this time. I might change my mind later on down the road. But if you're looking for a book to help you start your journey and you're a baby witch like me, this book is amazing. Let me give you a little sneak peek. I did get to have a live interview, I guess, sort of thing with the Witches box when we did the deep dive for this box. And Estrella is amazing. And I can't wait to read her next book that's coming out. And maybe I'll show you that when I get it. I don't know. I love her poise and her personality when we were in the live with her. She was just very friendly, very warm, very kind, answered any question that we had. And I like that. The only thing I wish I could have done was had her sign my book. But I do have a signed copy coming from her Etsy shop. So I am excited about that. Why do I love this book? Because it goes over so many different things. And the stories that she tells, her life experience stories that she tells, is just super awesome. I laughed, and I'm not gonna lie, there were times when I cried during this book because a lot of the things that she had to say, I connected and related to a lot. So I actually, when I found out that this book was coming in the beginner box from the Witches box, it took a little longer and I couldn't wait to know what this book was about. So I actually bought it on audiobooks and I listened to the whole book. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my hands on this book so I could do the exercises in the book. And that's one of the things that I love about it, is she tells you in great detail about the different things, the different topics in this book. And she also gives exercises and then to journal your experience. Now, this isn't the journal that came in with my beginner's book, or box, not book, but box. This is the journal that came in my January Witches box. I added a bookmark and put some charms on it, but this is my journal. This is the one I use for my journal. I do all my exercises and then I journal my experience in this. You guys, if you haven't checked this book out already, please do so because it is by far one of the most awesome beginner books that I have read. I read a lot. Like I said, my journey just started last year, and I spent a whole year of 2020 just reading books, listening to audiobooks, and just gathering information and learning things along the way. I did not practice any spell work. I did not do any of that. And I felt for me personally, that was fine because I'm still practicing. I'm studying, I'm practicing, because I didn't want to get into something or do something and not fully understand what I was doing. I still don't know fully everything that I'm doing. Like I said, I am not a pro by any means. I am just a beginner. But I love how this book takes you through all the exercises and on an amazing journey. So when I got the book, I went back and I went through the book again. And like I said, I went through and I did the exercises and I did the journaling. I'm still working on a few things. And yeah, she's just, I don't know, her writing I just really connected to. So if you're interested in this book, I can leave a link down below for it. It really has changed my point of view on my craft, because I feel like that's where my craft comes from. It comes from my gut, my instinct, my intuition, and trusting how I feel about doing spell work and doing my craft. And my craft is unique because it's mine. Like, you know, everyone should not compare themselves to somebody else's craft, because we're all individuals and we're all learning. And even if you've been practicing for a long time, you're still learning, I'm sure, every single day. And you're probably way more advanced than me. Like, there's a lot of people that are probably way more advanced than me. But I just had to share this book with you. I love this book. I feel that it's a great beginner book. If I had read this book back in 2020 when I started my journey and my craft, I feel that I would have felt more at ease, just because there's rules, and I'm not saying that rules aren't important, but if I want to do a spell that says it needs to be done on a full moon, and I just feel like it doesn't need to be done on a full moon, or I'm just not feeling it that day, I'm not going to do it. I might do it the next day or the day after. And I'm totally stealing that from somebody else who said the same thing in our deep dive. But I totally agree with her, and I was feeling the same thing that she was. So I just feel like if you are looking for something different and want to trust your intuition and figure out a spiritual journey, that this was an amazing beginner book. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I know I really didn't go into a lot of details because I didn't want to do a lot of spoilers for y'all. I love her writing and I hope you do too if you pick up this book. All right, until next time, everyone, blessed be.